Hello guys, so today we will be discussing why 99% of people struggle or fail to make it run an e-commerce business in Nigeria or anywhere you are watching from the world. So I advise you, if you're about going into business or e-commerce business, or you're currently not profitable running an e-commerce business, to watch this video to the end, and believe me, you will thank me after watching this video. So a little introduction for those that don't know me before. My name is Muke Jeremiah and I'm a digital marketer. I sell online for a living. I've been doing this for over 7 years now. So, and believe me, everything you are going to watch in this video is based on what I've gone through, my failures, and how I was able to correct it. So I advise you to watch it and pick from my knowledge of what I've learned over the years running an e-commerce business. So let's dive into the video. One of the reasons why people fail running an e-commerce business, number one reason, the first reason why people fail is not knowing your product. You see, this is where the problem starts. It is very important when you want to sell any product as an e-commerce person that you study their product, you study the customer you need to serve their product, you know how your product can serve your customer, you know your target audience. You see, when you are going into an e-commerce business or when you want to sell any product and you don't do all these things, the probability of you making it selling that product becomes low, if at all you make it selling it, because you don't know anything about the product. And when you don't know all these things, it will be hard for you to be able to get to the right audience. When you don't know all these things, it will be hard for you to be able to know how to talk to your customers, because most times what customers want to hear when they call you, or what customers want to see in your landing page, is you telling them how your products can help them solve their problem. So when you want to sell a product, it is very important that you take your time, sit down and research everything you need to know about that product, understand that product very well, understand the customers you want to serve that product. It is very important you do that, because when you do that, your chances of making it selling that product will increase. So I advise you, whenever you want to go into selling any products, take your time to study the product, know your target audience. It will help you become successful running your e-commerce business. I had this issue when I started. I just pick any product I want and start selling without even knowing what I'm doing. I just run advert, waste money on advert. But as time goes, I now realize that I'm not doing the right thing. I now start slowing down. Before I sell any product, I take my time. Sometimes for me to prepare for a product, it takes me like a week and sometimes a month, because I take my time to study the product and do all the necessary things. Take my time to understand the target audience, how I can be able to communicate with them, what they want to hear from me. So when I do all these things, it helped me to be able to market the product, be able to run my adverts successfully, and it increases the chances of me being successful selling that product. So that is number one. So number two is customer service. Customer service is very, very important in your e-commerce business or any business in general, because it helps you to retain the customers you have already. It helps you to get more value from those customers. You see, if you are running a business and you don't know how to communicate with your customer, believe me, you are leaving a lot of money on the table. If you know how to talk to customer, if you know how to communicate with them, if you understand what they want to hear from you, believe me, if you know how to keep them, you see, getting a customer is one thing, but keeping them, following up with them is another thing. And that is where the money is. In fact, generating a customer, generating leads and all that is just one thing. But where you make money is being able to offer a top-notch customer service. It is very important that you learn how to offer a top-notch customer service in your business, because that is the life of your business. Customers are our boss. We that are into business, customers are our boss. They are the people that pay us. So we need to learn how to serve them very well. Let me tell you a story. Was it last 2 years? I have to pay 250,000 for somebody to come and train my staff, to teach them how to talk to customers, to teach them how to communicate with them, the right tone to talk to customer, what to say when customer calls them. Because when a customer calls you, there's something the person is expecting to hear from you. If you don't know how to say the right thing when a customer calls you, believe me, your chances of making sales is very low. So I advise you today, if you really want to make it running your e-commerce business, forget about the order you're getting on Facebook. Learn how to talk to customer. Learn how to offer a top-notch customer service in your business. And believe me, if you can apply this, you start seeing your business doing well. If you can apply this, you start seeing your business growing. If you know how to offer a top-notch customer service to your customers, you will see the kind of growth you experience in your business. So that is number 2. Then number 3 is not knowing your numbers. This one is another thing that people fail when it comes to business. This is one of the reasons why you will see somebody import, produce a product and sell and finish selling this product and not see any gain, because they don't know their number. It is very wrong for you to just import a product, maybe because what you bought the goods is 5,000 naira. You just go directly and start selling, maybe add 2,000 and start selling without doing your proper calculation. It is very wrong. After producing your goods, you need to sit down and do your proper calculation of overall amount you spend producing that product or importing that product. Do you know your revenue? Do you know your gross profit? Do you know what these terms are? As a business person, you need to take your time and learn what all these terms are. Do you understand? You need to take your time to sit down, calculate how much you paid for the product, how much you paid for shipping, how much you paid, in fact, all the whole shipping. I mean, if you produce it from abroad, how much you paid to ship it to Nigeria, how much you paid to ship it to your working place or to your house. You need to calculate when you start learning how much you spend on adverts to get one order on average. You need to calculate all these things, and you need to calculate other little costs. When you sum up all this stuff, then you know the amount you add as your profit. Do you understand? If you don't know how to do all this calculation, that's when you start having a problem. Before you know, you are complaining that your Facebook advert is not profitable because you are not doing the proper calculation. You don't even know how much you spend on average to get another. When you don't know how much you spend on average to get another, it will be hard for you to be profitable running a Facebook advert. Gone are those days you use 5 naira to get like 50 orders. Gone are those days. Now everything have increased. So when you're doing your business, you need to calm down and do your proper calculation. No rush. Don't rush it. I'm telling you this thing from experience. There are some products I've sold in the past. This product might be some products I've sold in the past. I might be using 1,000 naira to get one order, but I'm still profitable because I've done my proper calculation. Do you understand? That product might be selling for 15,000, and what I'm using to get one order is 2,000. Maybe what I bought the product, everything, all I'm spending for the product, both delivery, is 10,000 naira. Advert, delivery, shipping, and cost of the goods is worth 10,000. That means for each sales I make, I'm making 5,000 naira. But when you don't do your proper calculation, you may decide to sell that product 10,000. And funny enough, you are the one handling logistics. After selling the product for 10,000, you think you're making profit, but you're at loss. You are not actually making anything because the cost of goods, the cost of shipping, more especially if you are the one also shipping to the customer, the cost of shipping to the customer, and the cost you bought the item, and the cost of adverts, everything summed up to 10,000 naira. And imagine, it's not all the whole orders that we delivered. So you find out that if you don't do all this calculation, if you don't take your time to do all this calculation, calculate how much you are spending on adverts, calculate how much you spend, total amount you spend to land that product in your office or in your house. Calculate if you are the one that is shipping to customers for free. Calculate how much you spend shipping to customers. That is the maximum amount you spend shipping to customers. You need to calculate it. Then you calculate. Okay, that is it. So you do all this necessary calculation before you now add your profit and you start selling. That way you'll be able to make something selling that product. So apply this to your business today, and you see that you start seeing a lot of results running your advert or running your business. Number 4, not keeping record. Hey God, you see, everything you've said here is very important, but you see, not keeping record is important. Keeping record is very important. It's very, very important. You see, in business, you don't just import a goods and you don't know how many pieces of that particular goods you imported, and you don't have where you're keeping record of everything happening. You don't know how many you imported. You don't know how many you shipped out. You don't know how many that have been sold. You don't keep record of how many that have been delivered out of the one that have been shipped out. You don't keep record of how many out of the ones shipped out have been paid for. It is very wrong to do business that way without keeping records. Most especially e-commerce business that need to do with physical products. You need to have maybe Google Excel or CRM where you keep record of everything happening in your business. You need to keep record. You see, when you are running an e-commerce business and you are not keeping track of everything you are doing, you see that you end up selling like maybe you imported 100 pieces of a particular item. You end up selling everything without knowing what happened. You don't even know, without even knowing if you're making gain or not. Because you are not keeping record. You don't know how many items you guys shipped that were not delivered and have not been returned back to your office. You are still thinking it have been delivered. Maybe if you have a staff, you don't know how many items have been stolen from your staff, have stolen from your goods. So you need to keep record. It is very important, keeping record. I learned this thing from one of my boss. The problem about this, the thing about e-commerce is that you don't learn everything in one day. That's why I'm advising people to watch this video, because I suffered a lot when I started e-commerce business. But I started seeing a very good result when I started keeping record of what I'm doing. That is when I started knowing how to follow up, know when my products have not been delivered, know how to work. In fact, when you are keeping record, that's the only way you can be able to work with all these delivery agents and the logistic company. Because this logistic company, they can mess up your business. If you don't keep record to know what is happening between you and them at all time, you can ship item and you'll be thinking that they have delivered it, that they have paid you, not knowing that they did not deliver it. Maybe you ship like 50 items, you ship like 20 items. They may end up delivering 10 pieces of that item, and you think they have delivered everything. They have paid you and you think that's all the money, not knowing that they have not delivered everything. So it's very important you keep record, my people. It's very important as you are running your business. You keep record of everything that is happening. You keep record of how many items you imported or produced. You keep record of how many sold. You keep record of how many delivered. You keep record of how many items have been paid for. You keep record of all these things so that you know where you are. You know the level of your stock at all time. That is how you become profitable running an e-commerce business or business in general. Number 5. Even if you've gotten everything I've said today, even if you've gotten orders, everything we've discussed so far, correct, if you don't know how to follow up, number 5 is follow up. If you don't know how to follow up, do follow up in your business, in your e-commerce business. Believe me, even if you know how to run an advert, even if you know how to do everything we've discussed so far, if you don't know how to follow up in your business, it will be hard for you to make profit. So what is follow up? Why is it that so many people don't do it? A lot of people come into e-commerce business with that mindset of putting 5,000 naira and getting 2 million. They don't treat it like a proper business. E-commerce business is just like any other business. You need to give it your time. You don't just get an order, ship the item, and go to bed and sleep. You see, running an advert is one thing. Getting the order, the second thing. Then, shipping the item is the third thing. But the main thing is following up with customers, following up with delivery companies and delivery agents, following up, proper follow up at all time. After shipping your item, you are calling your customer, hello, please ma, I want to know, we just shipped the item now to you. It's on its way to Calabar, it's on its way to Lagos. Please, kindly let me know when you receive it. After 2 days, hello ma, please, I want to know if the dispatchers have called you for your delivery. Have you received it? Have anybody called you at all? The customer may tell you, no, I have been waiting for their call, and I say, oh my God, so sorry ma, let me quickly put a call through to the delivery agent and get back to you immediately. I'm so sorry that you have not received it. You follow up with delivery agent or delivery company. Hello sir, please, I shipped this item to Abuja so date, and the customer have been disturbing me that nobody have called him for delivery. Do you understand? The delivery people say, oh my God, we forgot to send it out yesterday. I'm sending it now. You see, But if you don't follow up after shipping the item, this delivery agent might just forget your item, because you are not the only one they are working for. So how do you think they will leave other item and just focus on your own? For you to make them to do your job, you need to follow up with them. Do you understand? And some customers, when they see, some customers don't even come. When they wait, and they do not see anybody, they will forget about the item. But when you follow up with customers to know what is happening with them, they will still have that item in mind. They will know that you are not the problem, that the problem is actually from the delivery company or delivery agent. And they will know that they are trying your best to make sure the item gets to them. And another thing is that sometimes the problem is actually from the customers. The dispatchers are doing everything possible to deliver it, but based on the fact that the customer may be working in a place where he doesn't pick up during working hours, you are the only one that know how to get to the customer. If you are not able to assist that delivery agent to deliver that item by following up with the customer, maybe through WhatsApp or any other means you normally use to follow up with him during that particular time, the chances of that delivery agent delivering that time is very low. Do you understand? So if you want your business to grow, if you want to experience growth in your business, you need to learn how to follow up with customers, follow up with delivery agents, and follow up with the delivery company. Follow up at all times. Follow up. Don't just send an item out and go to bed and start sleeping. No, your work have not been done. The only time your work is done is after you have delivered the item, after you have received their money. So learn how to follow up today. This is one of the things that helped me so much in my e-commerce business. Do you understand? This is actually one of the reasons why we employ staffs to help us. Because it's not possible for you to run adverts, follow up with adverts, do all those stuff, and also be able to follow up. Do you understand? If you really want your business to grow, when you employ staff, teach them how to follow up if you think you can do it. And as they are following up, make sure they are following up. Monitor them. That is why you need CRM. Because you set your CRM in such a way that they will always indicate that I have called this customer, this order have been delivered, we have called this customer rescheduled his order to the next day. It's only when you follow up that you know when customer is not available, and the customer will tell you, okay, come the next day. Please, I'm begging you, if you really want to see change, if you really want to stop struggling, if you really want to make profit running your e-commerce business, learn how to follow up today, and believe me, it will help you. The sixth one is money management. You see, the problem some people have is that once they start seeing little money flowing in their business, they start overspending. Just because you are seeing 500,000, 200,000, 100,000 flowing into your account through your business doesn't mean or doesn't give you any right to spend that money. For the fact that you don't have a boss controlling you or telling you what to do does not mean that you should be careless about your business. When it comes to your business, you need to learn how to manage your money. You need to learn how to separate your business money from your own money. Do you understand? You need to learn how to do these things. You need to learn how to pay yourself. Believe me, paying yourself is real. You need to learn how to pay yourself. If you want to become successful in business, you don't just spend anyhow from the money you are making from business. Somebody might call you, they will say, this guy is successful running business. Please, do you have money to borrow me? And you say no. Why? Because you don't have money. Your business have not paid you. Just because you're running a multi-million naira business doesn't mean you have money. Do you understand? That is your business. Your business is just like a child. You need to train it, nurture that child until it grows. You don't just give birth to a child, you don't train the child. There's no way that child will grow. So your business and your child is different from you. The way you treat yourself is not the way you treat your child. It's a separate being. Like, your children are different from you. Do you understand? So you need to treat your business like a child, like a kid. You need to treat it like a newborn baby. You separate it from your personal life. You learn how to pay yourself. As money is flowing into your business, you use it to grow the business. You save it for future, for rainy day, because your business will not always be flourishing. And one of the ways to grow your business is through the money you've saved from the business. If the business is doing well while you're only running Facebook ads, why not grow the business to the extent that you use the money you make from the business to try other source of traffic, to try other source of generating customers? Do not waste your business money. Do not start lavishing your business money just because money is flowing into your account. Create a personal account, a business account for your business, and have your own personal account. Every month, you know how much you spend in your life. If you spend 50,000 naira for cost of living, you can decide to pay based on how much your business is making. You can decide to pay yourself 100,000. You see, after spending 50,000 for your cost of living, you still have 50,000 left. Anybody that, in fact, from that 50,000 is left for you to even save. You can even be saving money from that 50,000. Then, any other thing that business is making, if it is excess, look for a way to save that money, because you need that money. If you have only one traffic source today through which you make sales, generate customers in your e-commerce business, by the time you have enough money, you will look for a way to expand. You look for a way to expand, because having one traffic method can ruin your e-commerce business. Do you understand? So you need to learn how to manage your money so that you can be able to grow your business. Separate your business money from your personal money. Learn how to pay yourself. And when you start doing all these things, you will start seeing a tremendous growth in your business. So in conclusion, one of the things this is like a bonus. One of the things I really want to talk about again, just to conclude this video, is try as much as possible, once your business starts growing, to have other means of generating customers. These things can send you to depression, more especially if you have staffs. If, let's assume, Facebook is the only source through which you make sales, my brother, as soon as you start making enough money from your business, try to start looking for other traffic source, to start looking for other source through which you can generate sales. It is as important as anything, because making sales is the life, is the blood of your business. If your business is not generating sales, that means your business is dead. You need to look for a way to generate more sales, because what your staffs are there to do is to attend to customers. When there's no customers coming in, that means they're just there and you're paying them for nothing. And when there's no customers coming in to buy your item, to buy the product you sell, that means your business may likely collapse. So sales, making more sales, marketing and sales are the life of your business. You need to learn how, look for more ways to generate sales in your business. So that is why it is very important to do it immediately you start making enough money. Don't wait, immediately. And also, do not, I repeat, do not rely on one source to generate sales. Please do not, if you really want to do this thing for a very long time. And another thing I want to use to conclude is that e-commerce business is just as any other business. It's just as anything in life. You don't just come in today and make it today. You give it time to grow. You work very hard. It's just like farming. You first of all plant, you cultivate, then you harvest. You don't just come today and expect to make 100% of your investment today. No, you definitely go through all this. In fact, I suffered so much, and I spent a lot of money in my early days running e-commerce business. But after learning all this stuff, believe me, for over 10 years now, I've been living through what I'm making from e-commerce. I'm not the kind of person that's make noise a lot, but I'm comfortable. I am very happy. And what made all this stuff possible is e-commerce business. It's a good business, and you can make it an economy. You can even can live off the money you make from e-commerce business. The only thing you need to do is treat it like a business, grow your business, all right? And at all time, try as much as possible to work very hard. Hard work is the only way you can achieve success in anything you do in life. So I urge you today, don't give up. But everything I've told you today, I've suffered it in the past, and by God's grace, I'll find way. There's still a lot of stuff I'm going through on my e-commerce business today, but I'm also looking for a way to solve those problems, because life is all about problem. You keep solving it. Life is all about problem. As soon as you finish solving this one, there's another one presenting itself. So I'll be giving you guys a follow-up video again. Do you understand? There's so many other problems we have on e-commerce business, but these are the main one, the major one. The one I gave you guys today are the major one. And believe me, if you can follow everything I've said in this video, your chances of making it run an e-commerce business will increase, and you definitely become successful. So if you have gotten any value from this video, I'll be glad if you like the video and subscribe to this channel. I'll be very glad. And let me tell you one thing today. If you like this video, there are a lot of people out there that are having the same issue. If you like this video, YouTube algorithm will show this video to those that need it. So like it and subscribe to my channel, because I will be dropping more videos like this on this channel. And also comment below if you've learned anything, or if there's any other problem you're having on your e-commerce business, or if there's any other video you would want me to do, anything you would want me to explain about e-commerce business, just comment below, and believe me, I will do that video. Thank you, and do have a lovely day. Bye bye.